Hello friends, today we'll discuss a singly linked list, that is one-way linked list, which is a collection of nodes, and these nodes can be stored in non-contiguous memory locations. Okay, uh, each node contains two parts. One is information part and other one is next pointer field. Next is next pointer field, okay, which holds the address of next node in the linked list. Okay, another thing is we can traverse this linked list only in one direction. Only in one direction. Okay, now if a node pointing to some valid node means it is pointing to some node which contains some, which is stored at some valid address, then the next pointer field holds the address. Let us see how. Let's suppose we have 3 nodes in the linked list. Okay, let it be this node is stored at location 200, this location 300, and this is location at 400. Now this is the first node in the linked list, second node, and this one is the third node. This first part is the information part which holds the information of that node, and this is the next pointer field which holds the address of next node in the linked list. Now in this linked list the next node is stored at location 300, therefore it will store address 300 over here. Okay, similarly the second node pointing to the third node which stored at location 400, therefore the next address of this node will contain 400. Okay, now there is no other node which is there after third node in the linked list, therefore it should contain some invalid address. To represent this, you can say it will contain either null or we can write at 0. Okay, another thing is we take a pointer which holds the address of first node in the linked list named as start or head pointer. Okay, start will hold the address of first node, तो start में कौन सा address आएगा 200. Okay, to represent each node in the C programming language, we declare a struct node which contains two fields. One is the information field. Suppose here the information which we are storing is of type integer, then I declare it as int. Another field is the next pointer field which points to the next node in the linked list. Therefore, the type of this pointer will declare as struct node. Okay, another we have to declare a pointer start which holds the address of first node in the linked list. Okay, now initially when there is no node in the linked list, then this start should point to null. You can write it as null, or in C you also give the value 0. Okay, suppose I want to insert a node in the linked list. Insertion can take place in the beginning. We can add node at the beginning of linked list. Okay, at the end of linked list. Okay, or it may be at some other location. It may be before the given element or after the given element. Insert before a given element or after the given element. Okay, in this video we will discuss only insertion at the beginning of linked list. For this we write a function insert at the beginning. Now we have declared start as a global variable, then there's no need to pass it and pass through this function. Otherwise we need to pass start as a call by reference. Okay, now here we are only passing item which need to be inserted. Okay, before inserting this item we have to allocate memory to this variable. To allocating, because we are storing this item into a node, we write a temporary variable which is of type node. Then we allocate memory dynamically to temp variable using malloc function. Okay, we have already discussed how the dynamically memory allocated using malloc or calloc function in our previous video. Okay, we'll write this size of node. Okay, now if the memory is not allocated successfully, then this temp will return null. But nowadays memory is not a big issue, therefore if you are not checking it equal to null, then even though it is okay, then you will insert at the beginning of linked list. Then there may be two cases. One is start pointing to null, that means your list is empty. Okay, now with this you have allocated a temporary memory location. Okay, temp, which is of type node, so it contains two parts, and the initial address of this block is stored in variable temp. Okay, now in this then we store temp info item. Okay, इसमें हम क्या स्टोर करवा लेंगे, item. Now we have to update the pointers of linked list so that this temp should become the first node in the linked list. Okay, when your list is empty, you will simply say the temp next is null and the start pointer is pointing to this node. Okay, for doing this we write, first we check if start is equal to null, that means you will check whether your list is empty. Okay, then we update these pointers temp. आपने हमेशा ये याद रखना है कि जो टेम्पररी वेरिएबल लिया है, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी विल अपडेट द पॉइंटर्स ऑफ दैट नोड. Okay, after that we update the pointers of existing linked list. Okay, for this we may not lost the addresses of linked list, existing linked list, which is updated later on. Okay, now start will update, now pointing to temp. Next case is if start is not null, it means there are some nodes in this. Okay, suppose we have 3 nodes in the linked list. Okay, now we want to insert a new node temp over here. For this, how will you update this temp next? अब जो फर्स्ट नोड है लिंक लिस्ट का, वो अब क्या हो जाएगा, इट विल बिकम द सेकेंड नोड. दैट मीन्स इट शुड बी द successor node for the newly added node. Therefore temp next should point to start, and जो नया नोड है आपका वो क्या बन गया. Now this will become the first node in the linked list. Okay, therefore now start is pointing to here. Okay, to do this we write else case temp next is equal to start, and start is equal to temp. Okay, this is how your node will be inserted at the beginning. Okay, now here you can see there's no loop inside it. Therefore, we can say the time complexity for inserting a node at the beginning of linked list is order of 1. Thank you.